All right, so for into about the first half to 3/4 of an inch, on lighting, it lit right up, beautifully even. You get, as you can see, the burn line is damn near straight, like just about perfect. Smoke just smokes really well. So far, I mean, definitely enough smoke. Like there, and the draw is beautiful. It's about, I mean, cat is playing with a cigar wrapper. The draw there was just enough resistance. I don't like a cigar that just is like pulling. I mean, it's different, but like pulling through a pipe, there's generally less resistance I've experienced, but there's something about the resistance in a cigar, and it's also not like sucking your brains out or anything. It's really nice. Yeah, even burn line. The sweetness is amazing. It really penetrates. Sometimes the sweetness will disappear in the smoke. Like you'll get a lot of sweetness in the nose and pre-light, and then, but it really persists through the smoke, and it's just this delicate, nice sweetness. All right, so I past the halfway point. Ash twice. It's ashing about every inch or so. Beautiful cone for both the ashes. Beautiful straight line. Not a hint of ammonia so far, which is great. Which I usually pick it up in the early parts of the cigar, but it just that tells me that it was really well aged previously by the company, because this I've only had for maybe a month now, sitting in my humidor, and it's been in the cellophane, just sort of, because my poor little humidor is awful insufficient. I mean, it holds enough cigars, but it doesn't. It just doesn't hold humidity very well, so I really have to maintain it. But as a result, I get a lot of fluctuation in temperature and humidity. So I use the cellophane to mitigate the abuse on the cigars. But it's just, the sweetness has persisted in the smoke. It hasn't diminished at all. There's no sweet spot for this cigar, I don't think, which is usually the case. Usually get a lot of sweet spots, or you'll find a place where it really explodes and gets great. It was amazing off the bat, and I'm generally fairly critical about cigars. I mean, if it's not good, I don't like it, and I'll say so. But so far, this has been great. That whole last segment, about a quarter of the way in, however long that was, it didn't go out because I wasn't smoking it while I was inside, and it didn't go out. Haven't had to relight or touch up. The burn line is a little slanted, but God, that's just beautiful compared to a lot of cigars. So really enjoying it. It's probably been about 45 minutes, an hour total. So it's probably an hour and 20, hour and 30-minute cigar. And what has sort of developed, like I said, the sweetness has persisted. However, as I've smoked it down, it's sort of a lot more earthy characteristics are coming through. The spice, there's a really nice spice balance because the sweetness is nice, but sometimes cigars, I mean, it can get sickeningly sweet. But this one has great sweetness, and if it didn't have the spice that it does, it definitely would be. It definitely would fall into that. But the spice that hits in the back of the throat and in the retronasal olfaction, a retrohale, where you blow the smoke out your nose, a term I learned from Doc Stogie Fresh. It's a good podcast. You should look him up. I'll probably link his YouTube channel in the notes. But it's proving to just be an exceptional cigar. Really, really, really enjoying it. I don't have I usually try to buy a different cigar every time I go into the smoke shop, because I can usually just afford one, and I want to get tried different ones, but really, you know, this is one of the best cigars I've had in a long time. I'll probably buy this again. Alright, so finished the cigar, nubbed her down, and had a great time with it. As I got down to the nub, the smoke heated up quite a bit, and I got a lot of that spicy characteristic came forward in the palate. Became very, that aspect of it was also very enjoyable. Had a great time with it all the way down. Now, I'd love to know some specifics about this cigar, and I kind of need your help, because I was looking up Arturo Fuente cigars trying to find this specific cigar. Here's the wrapper. I think you can see it. All it says is Arturo Fuente, Gran Reserva, handmade. That's the only information I got that I have of it. And Arturo Fuente makes a lot of cigars, so couldn't exactly find the right one. I'll just go in the smoke shop and ask him next time. But if anyone happens to be a fan, have smoked the cigar, you know, please link me a page to the information, or just write it out to me, or make a video. And also, if you're a fan or dislike, or in any way know the cigar, I'd love to hear what you think also, because I kind of went on raving about the cigar. I didn't really have much bad to say about it. I feel like it would go well with just about any drink, food. It was really wonderful. But I'd love to know what you think about it. Some negative characteristics, more positive characteristics, other things I didn't pick up. And if you've had any variety in batches, cigar to cigar, that sort of thing, different vintages. So that's it. Sort of a long video, 2 parts, but thanks very much. Hope to be back with a pipe soon.